New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Harper. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. They're going to look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
What are you doing?
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Well, so much for being backed up against a goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Saunders. It's a room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. At the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick.
Under pressure, down it goes. Sacked at the 10. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Applewhite to throw on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up forcing the incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
It's caught. Beckham. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. Breaks through the contact. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kylen Granson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Back to throw here. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, it's Harper. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now here's Applewhite to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, here's Wilson, rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
Washington 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Applewhite, a final shot before break. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson to the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll run on first down. Saunders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Saunders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go play action with Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down now, it's Saunders. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Applewhite now on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Gets around him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And now Washington a PAT away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Saunders, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that'll almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Saunders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Saunders, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's got McLaurin, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put out one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting.